different speed, a slower speed. That's how you get those eclipses, solar eclipse. And also, I explained this before, with the 24-hour sunlight in Norway and in Alaska, when the sun moves, when it spins around the earth, it moves as it spins in and out. So again, when it spins towards the center, during the times of year that you get complete daylight in this region, the North Pole, the Arctic, that's why you get those 24-hour sun. And it doesn't happen in the south. The supposed southern hemisphere, for example, in the tip of South America, New Zealand, you never get those 24 hours daylight. And that's because, of course, as the sun moves around, it's not constant like it is in the Arctic. One other thing, the sun, how it moves from changing the seasons in and out. The sun, again, is furthest from the ice ring. So the further away you get, the colder it is, of course. This was holding everything in. Antarctica. It circles the entire flat Earth. Now for those that believe in the ball Earth, these are images from NASA's website. Don't get real images of Earth from space. We get these composites. You look at North America, you look at America. See the problem here? Inconsistent. And I believe they did this on purpose as a form of mockery. They can easily, match up the photos, but they do this again as a form of mockery. Now looking at the Astrodome, and what do you see? Of course, the dome. And the reason for the rainbow seats in the upper deck. It's all going to make sense. Again, taking a look at the dome above, rainbow seats. It's all going to add up. And of course, after it rains and the clouds disperse, what do you see? A rainbow. And this rainbow is basically a reflection of the dome above us. So again, that's the exact reason they constructed the Astrodome with the rainbow seats on top. This is basically mockery in plain sight, where we're living under a dome, and here's the rainbow under the dome. Just like this actual image of a rainbow. Now I'm going to explain this. Part of mockery, when they hit a home run in the Astrodome, they show this little video, and they show the baseball breaking out of the dome. I'll explain that here. And here with this episode from The Simpsons, as a form of mockery, they're going to show how we live under a firmament.
Steroid Santa Claus kicks and deals. It's a long fly ball going back, and the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium.
Just like with the Astrodome, showing the ball going through the firmament, form of mockery of God's creation, His firmament, that no one can get past. And that includes the astronauts, of course. NASA is nothing but a government psyop. They don't go to deep space because there's no deep space. All we have, again, is the firmament above us. And like the Bible states, the waters above the firmament. So you wonder why the sky is blue? This is the reason. And more with the occult. This example here with the bull. Of course, the bull is very occultic. these Satanists, rams, bulls, goats, any horned animal they use as a deity, just like Baphomet. And not to get off topic, but just to explain, for those that might say, well, of course there's cattle, in Texas, that's why they have that as their symbol. We'll explain this in Chicago. I don't know about any cattle being in Chicago. You have Miley Cyrus here, wearing that Bulls uniform. She's a little Satanist. There's a reason for everything. Out of all the jerseys she's wearing, of course, that Michael Jordan, Air Jordan, number 23. Of course, Air Jordan represents the Prince of Power in the air, and that being Satan. And again, the bull symbolism on the scoreboard. And before it was Minute Maid Park, it was Enron Park. And that's occultic as well, that logo. All these logos, these big name companies, there's always the occult in every single one of them. And that shape of the E in Enron, nothing more than a Nazi swastika in the orange as well. I'm going to cover that in a bit. Taking a look at the old Astros uniform, and again the rainbow. These were notorious for being the most hideous uniforms in all of Major League Baseball. These were laughed at. But those that own and control society, they don't care about looks. It's all about the occult. The hidden meaning behind it. The rainbow, again, under the firmament. And again, taking a look at the Astrodome, the dome. You can see after a home run, this plays, the ball breaking through the dome, aka the firmament. Again, taking a look at these rainbow uniforms. Going back in time, Nolan Ryan. And their ace pitcher from the 80s, Mike Scott. I believe that's Bill Doran, their former second baseman. Of course, ace gets number 33. Now, talking about the occult with the Astros, I find this pretty hilarious. The groundskeepers, they would have them wear spacesuits. Poor guy. Look at this guy here. At home plate with the spacesuit. Completely embarrassing. What a tough way to make a living. Now again, there's a reason for everything. And there's a reason for the orange jumpsuits. With the spacesuits, orange is the only color in numerology that is 33. And an old image of the Astros logo. Science, the orange,